Yeah, my battery about to fucking die and shit.
Yeah, these batteries, man.
These batteries and shit, man. With Supreme Man in?
Yeah, Supreme Man. Hold on, let's bring Supreme Man in now. Peace to the guy. What's the size?
What you talking about? You gonna need a Doom Squad.
Is he gonna need a Doom Squad?
Which a Doom Squad to enforce what?
As far as like, it's so. I mean, it's a double-edged sword to me because it's a lot of proliferation of the knowledge out there, but it's a lot of poor knowledge also. But as far as what you're saying, if you want to have people in the book of equality, that's going to become diluted as it gets away from the foundation as well.
I mean, listen, unfortunately, I can accept that. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I can accept. It's not, full disclosure, right? It's not a foreign conversation in New York. That the further you get away from the roof, the light starts to get a little dimmer. Unless you're dealing with somebody who's done their due diligence, right? And swam they 9,000 miles from wherever they was back here home. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm not even that far from you. I'm like an hour and 40 minutes.
And look how it is out there.
That's what I was about to say. When I got the knowledge, I wasn't given the proper, formation of the lessons or anything of that nature, but I took it upon myself to come get that.
And that's those who choose themselves. There's those who choose themselves to do that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's going to come down to each individual. Or we just do like we used to do as far as like, you hear something is going on in Seattle, whatever, somebody got to go out there.
I'd say, yeah, listen, that's basically, yeah, I mean, listen, God, everything that you're saying, you just kind of fleshing out the details. But I'm not anti any of this stuff that you say.
So in order for anything to become law, there must be a punishment for those who break the law. So what would be the punishment for individuals who go disaccordingly and have been warned about the right way to go? Like, how far are you willing to take this is really the question.
Well, justice is...
I'm with whatever.
Justice. See, God, listen. That's why we shouldn't even... I don't know why you came on here, because you know how these conversations go. The ball gets rolling, and then the next thing, them brothers is coming from out of town to the rally, to the show of food. and people is lined up in the front waiting for them. My thing is, justice is according to the action. The penalty fits the crime. So you just talking about people running their mouth, because for a lot of people, what they run their mouth for, or whatever they doing, people, see, we the only ones that's in this sincerely, right? So everybody else is doing this for a particular reason. If you eliminate that reason, they not doing it no more. You know what I'm saying? So if a person is doing this for a certain amount of clout, and then you make them look ridiculous and shit, you know what I'm saying? They not going to do it. If a person is doing it for a certain amount of money, but they not making no money, they not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I always said that the only people that's going to acknowledge the whole 120 lessons, you at the extremes. Either you this or you the devil. Like, there's a reason that you wanted to acknowledge this 120 lessons. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, you could have just acknowledged it because you was a follower. But I'm saying if you was focused in any kind of way, then, like for me, it's like, damn, I'm trying to really get to the root of mastering this thing. You know what I'm saying? So if 120, if this is the thing that I'm seeing, through the knowledge of that, people is elevating to things, then that's why I'm studying it. You know what I'm saying? The other people that's learning it is people that's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? When you learn that, you can start taking advantage of motherfuckers out here. You know what I'm saying? Whether they be other 5%ers or 85%ers. You know what I'm saying? You know, you learning it because it gives you a pass amongst the 85%, amongst the 5%, so you can go amongst the 85% and use our aura for whatever it is that you're trying to do.
I mean, it's just a slippery slope. I recall building with this earth at one point. She was in South Sea. And she was telling me that down wherever she was at, I can't recall the town, it might have been Colombia, whatever. Like the God said, before I give my earth lessons, which is no such thing as that, I gotta give up some sex. And I was like, that's not right and exact. You know what I mean? I was like, let me speak to the brother. He never, got in tune with me like that. But I'm just saying, for an individual like that, by me bringing that knowledge, it opened her eyes to a certain degree. But a person like that needs to be dealt with in some type of way. You feel me? Like, he just can't, because he knows what he's doing.
Right.
This is not a gang. You don't, in terms of some of the gangs where some of the women have to sleep their way in or whatever like that.
Well,
like you incorporating a foreign entity.
I tell you this much. You gotta look at it the way other nations look at it. See what I'm saying? You gotta get you gotta send your young lions at it. Know what I'm saying?
It's the Doom Squad, that's what I'm saying.
If Mecca did this.